Hello everyone, welcome to Diary. I'm Naya and this is
My name is Samuel Chibuokem.
oh okay.
Yeah. Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm good. I think we're going to have fun today. I'm just so excited.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too.
Yeah. So how is the day going?
The day just started now.
How is
So
it going? Like how is
it's
it
going
going?
well. I'm sitting across a beautiful lady.
Oh, thank you. So what's the plan for today?
uh, I have like few works to do and then an online class I'm taking. So
Oh, okay.
that's just it.
So I want to get to know you.
Okay.
I want to know you. Like, where are you? Who is Samuel?
Um, Someone just okay. Let me just give like a rundown backwards. Like someone just graduated December from Department of Food Science and Technology.
Okay.
Okay, Samuel used to be a model one time.
Used to.
Yeah,
You don't do that again.
not exactly.
Why? What is it's fun?
Yeah, it's fun. I'm not getting geeked.
Because you're actually not working towards it now.
Let's put it that way. Yeah, I'm not. Actually, I'm not. So one time, Mr. Agro Fresher 2020.
Okay,
Then
okay.
then went into politics, became the director of socials in my 300
Ooh,
level.
ooh. Oh, I don't know. I'm liking
What?
the. It's nice.
Um, own several businesses, but the one that is in the upfront, like the forefront, is Young
I
Collections.
saw it.
Yeah, something like that. I sell shoes, clothes.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I have like this entertainment brand that I'm also managing. That's Ohanogo
Are you
Entertainment.
looking at me?
Yeah, I
Please
am.
do. I like it.
I'm looking at you. That's Anonymous CFR. I'm his manager. So
Okay. So like, how is it? Like, how do you feel? Like, is it busy?
yeah, it is because let's just say when you have someone that is good and is always in demand, so you're always moving, you're always planning the next event, you're always
Okay.
planning the next brand, you know, exposure and stuff. So
Okay. So his event last week, you went for it.
yeah.
The life sounds
Obviously,
fun. Like my life is just so like straight.
well, that's why they say when you wear the shoe, you know where you pay. The person that is wearing the shoe know where he hurt. So you
Okay.
might think it's fun. I'm not saying it's not, but obviously there are still.
But you love what you do.
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay.
Of course.
So you mentioned something that you just graduated.
Yeah. From
How is it? I want to know.
God, it's tough. I must say, like, when they say like life of a graduate, I used to hear it like I think it's a cliche. If you work hard, you're making money. But then while you're making money as a student, there are like advantages for you. You
Okay.
can maximize your department, you can maximize your faculty, you can maximize your uncle. Sometimes you can even maximize your parents that you don't even ask for at some point. But now it's like the younger ones and the people above are now expecting that you already know what's going
Oof, that
on,
sounds scary.
and then there are like responsibilities that just appear from nowhere. You
Mm.
don't understand, like
Are you first child?
no, but I'm the first son.
Oof. Oof.
That's crazy. I'm like Melin,
I'm
the
trying not to
destiny,
relate. I'm
the destiny of the
trying.
whole world rests
Oh,
on his shoulder,
oh.
or something like that. Yeah,
But you love what you do and everything.
yeah. It's fun. Like I can't imagine myself not being the first son at some point because that there are these places that I am now that like, if not that I was the first son,
Okay.
yeah, I would have probably not been serious with some things I'm serious with, seeing life in a different perspective because I now know that like there are people under that are looking up to me, there are things expected of me. So it makes me like, shuffle, like clean my life, something like that.
Okay. You can have your drink now.
Okay? You're not having yours. Let's have it together now.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Sorry.
Problem. Oh,
Okay.
you want a cold one?
Let's let's do this. Let's just drink one. I'll pour for you. Ah, Schweppes.
Okay. It's okay.
Is that much?
Yeah. Not really a.
A drink fan.
No, no, not really.
Wow. Soda.
No, not really. More of yogurt. I'm into sport.
Oh,
I'm an athlete, so
wow.
I have to.
Really? What sport?
I sprint.
I used to sprint then in secondary school, but I broke my wrist.
Ooh, that sounds
Was tough.
painful. Like,
Yeah.
if that happened to me, I don't think I would recover.
I think we were running like if it's even training, we are training for 400-meter race.
Oh,
And then while in the bend, obviously,
oh, sorry.
it went off.
Mm, so sorry. Well, let's cheers to a new beginning.
Yeah. I think I'll go back to sports because of you.
Oh, please do. It's fun and I know it's hard and stressful, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
I like sports. It's cool.
It is actually so. So, Tim, how did you balance your school life and your whole social life?
Hmm.
Because it sounds like a lot. Because I've been in your shoes, but not that serious. I
Yeah,
think mine
yeah.
is not that serious,
Yeah.
but it's still sometimes I can't do it.
Yeah.
So,
It's
like,
like that sometimes. First of all, like I think what helps me is self-identification, like getting to know myself. I think
okay,
like I knew myself. I knew my limitations. I knew my what do we call it, weakness. So I'm not a superwoman. I don't have $1 million. So I knew the things that I wanted. So once there was something above me, something I couldn't handle, I knew that this is something I can't. So I just don't further go into it. Because
but like, did it like crash?
yeah, at some point it did.
So, did you feel like I just have to drop one? Because I knew that in my time, I had to drop something.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had to.
obviously. Like there's always one to sacrifice. But my problem then was that I didn't know like the one that was going to be very okay, let's just say you don't know the future.
Yeah.
So maybe you're saying, let me drop this one. You don't know whether it's the other one that is going
Yeah.
to be the yeah. So I had that problem and it made me like lose time in the one in some because like I wasn't now very strong in anything. I was just everywhere but not strong in any.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I think what I should have done then is just sacrifice on focus, groom that one, and then maybe at the leisure of that one, I can now like start throwing some kind of stuff.
Okay. So, like, how did you figure out what you wanted to do in school? Because
Hmm.
I get a lot of first year that always ask me, I don't know what I want to do in school. I want to do like I want to do this. But like they always confused. Like, well, how do you like know what you want? Like,
Okay, I think it was from my mom was like a teacher in the primary school setting,
okay,
and then my mom was she was educated. My dad was educated too, so they weren't like nwa m ị ga-abụ lawyer, nwa m ị ga-abụ doctor.
it doesn't mean it's no it still doesn't because
Yeah, yeah, I
my
get.
parents want me to just go to school,
Do what
learn
you
and
want.
those no don't do what you want. Go to school
Okay.
and learn. Like
And
that's what
then
my parents
okay.
want. But I want something outside that because I know how this like the whole country is turning into.
Yeah.
So I know I want something that I could come back to and say this is what I did. I have this certificate and I have this
Okay.
with it. So how do you like
Well, during that period, there was this man. I've actually forgotten his name. He was the minister for agriculture. He was young, so I was always on the news on agri and stuff.
do you like agri?
Yeah, something like that. I got to love agri then. So when I got to secondary school, I did well in agriculture, animal husbandry, and the stuff.
Okay.
So during jam, I had to like I told my mom that what I'm interested in is agriculture. Plus the way the man was talking about the agri sector, how it's going to be in the next 20 years, 10 years, how it's going to be the leading
Yeah.
industry and stuff. So she said I should look into she suggested agric extension and economics.
Okay.
So I looked into then I looked into food science and technology.
Okay.
So plus I'm a hustler, I'm a business person. So I wanted something that I could, start up, employ people, become an entrepreneur
Okay.
and stuff. So I think food science and technology like fitted into that box.
Okay.
well, so I went for food science and
So do you
technology.
think the course you studied and what you're doing blends?
What I'm doing?
Yeah.
Not exact. For now, not yet. Cause like entertainment works hand in hand with food and food production and
Okay.
food. So you check people that have events, that host events, that having things. You notice that it's food brands that sponsor Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and the rest. So I kind of know that, and then its advertisement is very needful in food production and whatever FST does.
Okay.
So I just think that I'll find a way to fix it.
Okay. Cause I've anyone ever met you, I'm like, why don't you study mass comm or something? Why do
Yeah,
you need FS? Like, move to mass comm or something.
true story. Yeah, when I was in, I think from my secondary school, I used to argue a lot. So
Ooh.
like people were like, "Bro, you better say me, go into law, do
Yeah.
law, or something like that." But Ah, I didn't think that law was my thing. I just knew that I like proving points. Maybe I like showing that what I know is the correct thing or the right thing and stuff.
Okay.
I told them, please give it to yourself. I know what I want. So,
Okay. So how was the whole startup of your career?
mm, startup. Well, I met like this organization. It's called Kenkata's Youth Foundation.
Okay.
You might have heard of somebody named Kenkata or something.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they are this youth foundation that focuses on raising youth leaders, and
Okay.
stuff. So they give opportunity for, public speaking, drama, dance, music. Also do like this tech trainings for youths in Asaba then. So like I joined them while I was writing my jam. So I think that like started my entertainment, and that was like the first time I tried like pageantry and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
So I actually won. I was like Master KKYF 2020. So
Okay.
like they just gave me that stepping, you know, ground.
Okay. So you're a host,
Yeah.
talent manager,
Yes. A
it's
business
one
owner.
time a model, a business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
Hey, Chineke mo. I don't know. I'm just a chill monkey.
And a graduate. Oh,
Yeah, a
okay. I
graduate.
like that. Okay. That is nice. But like, if someone wants to follow your path, will you advise them to do that?
I'll advise them to try and narrow down. Don't do everything.
Like
You could
how?
try and do everything is possible. Like what I'm doing, I feel like for me, at some point people like think that this is what I'm doing, and then they find me doing another thing, and they say, "Wow, you're multi
Yeah.
talented and stuff. You can do a lot
But
of
they
things."
give you everywhere.
Sometimes I feel like that. It's there because like not that when there's something like productivity while I'm there is I'm being productive while I'm also at the other end I'm being productive. If
Okay.
not for that production like productive end that I'm reaching, I think I wouldn't be satisfied with doing everything. So but if somebody will follow my path, I will just tell them make sure that the the things you are doing you are very productive in them. If not, just focus on two or three or
Okay. But
one.
like, do you always feel you want to give up?
Ah, no.
Are you serious?
Yes, no.
No. Are you being for real?
Okay, let me say this. Um, okay, I don't know how this is gonna sound, but at some point in my life, I I don't know. It's just God because I just meet some kind of scenarios and people that helped me build my mental structure. So there was a time I was following Andrew Tate a lot.
Okay.
So he's this man that says you can do this, you can have it, or you can work hard. You just have to focus and do them. There's
Yeah.
nothing like I don't have strength. There's nothing like mental stress. There's nothing like depression. It's just your body putting you in a weak position to create excuses for not being the best you can be. So after like that period, I canceled depression. I canceled giving up. Then like I think people think I'm extreme. I'm like too extreme with the things I say. Because sometimes they say, "Oh, I know if you do this thing, I'm tired." Like, hey, bro, you're not. You're deceiving yourself. Get off that
Okay.
mental structure. Like, stand up. We can. And at the end, you just find out that you actually could. It's just that maybe you gave in to the excuse, something like that.
Have you ever been called fake in whatever you
Fake.
do? Yeah.
Hmm. Not really. Most of the times I've heard you're you're too real or rigid.
Ooh.
So like I don't give room for gray area. So I do something and it's this, and I'm telling you this is this. So there's no need to be fake for me. I think being fake is
No, it's
being,
no. Sometimes you could be real and people just think
yeah, I
you
think
being
you
real
are
is
faking it.
fake.
I don't know. I've never been in that position. So I don't know. Maybe somebody thinks I'm fake somewhere, but
It's
they've never told me that I'm fake.
okay. Okay, interesting. But like, how do you? I'm so okay. You say you're a talent manager.
Yeah.
How was your foundation? Like, how did you become a talent manager?
Okay. Hmm. I think I was always there
Like always
for my guy.
outside.
No, not outside. Always available to help. So true story, yeah. Anonymous was like my church member.
Okay.
So one time I was hosting the I think pageant. I was the pageant host for our faculty. And then
Okay.
he was still starting. So he came and was like, how far? You know, say they do comedy. I would love to like do something in your faculty night. I was like, yeah, 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 cool. Something like that. I didn't like say, oh, it's full. I rushed, told my DOS, and then they gave him time. And then he killed it. You
Oh
get he
wow.
killed it. They sprayed him a lot of money. Like it was crazy. So I was like, this guy should be, very good. And I'm also like somebody that is out there. I know people. So
Okay.
from there, he had an event. He told me, how far I'm planning this, I'm planning that and stuff. I showed up, I was there. How far, what's going on, what do we need? You know, I brought my event planning ideas to the table and it worked out. Event went well,
Oh, that's
Guess
so
so.
nice.
So that kind of thing, like when you need something, bro, I'm going for a shoot. What do you think? I have this event. What clothes? What kind of clothes should I wear? I'll now
Okay.
bring in my modeling,
Okay.
that kind of
Okay.
thing.
So
So
like your whole everything blends
yeah,
in whatever he's
yeah.
doing.
So I was like the resource box. Like this guy he's good with the laugh, the comedy,
Yeah.
but the styling wasn't there. So he,
He
it
needed
was
you.
it was
Okay.
symbiotic. So
Oh.
yeah, so I was there for him. He was there. The guy he's a solid guy. So anybody that knows him knows. So from there we got close. Sometimes we plan things together and stuff like that. So I think it was just being there for him that made me his manager. That kind of thing. Eh,
That sounds so
so,
cool. It seems like you're living
so
this cool life. Like,
what?
yeah, honestly, your life sounds. My life is straight. My life is
Ah,
just direct. I do this, and like that's just it.
hmm,
But your life sounds fun. I wish that's what I'm doing.
thank God. Thank God. Thank
But
God.
it's sure,
Yeah.
it's fun.
But
But
you're
like
having fun too. You're like a host, sitting
okay,
pretty across the table, whatever.
okay,
Please, let's
okay,
go back to the interview.
okay. Yeah. So there is going to be another date. I'm going on another date with another guy.
Okay.
So do you have something to tell the person? I'll just look at the camera and ask the person a question. So it could be a guy, it could be a girl. Just like
What?
look at the camera and tell the
And tell the
person
person.
a question. Like ask the person a question.
A question. Question. I just like my question is whatever you're doing now, do you think like you're happy with what you're doing? Is this something that is adding to whoever you're with? For example, now I met Naya and I just feel like after now, Naya is going to have like additional something to her life. So what you're doing, are you adding something to somebody's life or you're taking away from the person's life? So
Okay, that is I feel like I am answering that question. Okay, that is so
Answer
nice.
it inside your heart.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, thank you for watching this segment of Dan's Diary. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell a friend to tell a friend that Dan's Diary got you guys covered.
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye.
And cut.
Ugh.
And cut.
Ugh.
When we